Hello again, my name is Ephraim225 and welcome to my second speedrun submission. The game this time is Touhou 1, the highly responsive to prayers for the PC-98. The first in the legendary long-running Touhou project series, which you typically do not see at speedrunning marathons because Touhou is a series of shoot-em-ups, and shoot-em-ups, it's not really a genre that you can speedrun. I mean, you can shave off frames and such, but for the most part, a speedrun wouldn't look that much different from a regular pro-level playthrough. However, Touhou 1 is different. Touhou 1 is actually not a shmup. It's actually something of an Arkanoid clone, which is really interesting to think about. The first Touhou game, and it's actually not a shmup. Is that weird or what? So yes, you can speedrun this. In fact, the world record for the route I am doing is under 7 minutes, which is very impressive. I haven't really done that much better than the 10:09 that you see on my W split right now. So I'm not like a top-level player or anything, but I'm still gonna put in the best submission playthrough that I can, and you know, maybe you'll see me at the marathon anyways. I can't promise a 1-credit clear, but this is being done on the highest difficulty. So, I'm gonna do my best. It's easiest to explain what Touhou 1 is by just starting up, so here we go, let's get started. So, in this game, you control the yin-yang orb that you see here by shooting at it. You can hit it with a stick, or you can kick it. You've got a slide kick here, as you can see. And the goal is to get the yin-yang orb to touch all of these cards. And on Lunatic difficulty, they actually shoot bullets at you whenever you flip them over. So that was a very fast and clean stage 1. Scoring is actually going to be very important for this playthrough, so I will explain how scoring works. Anytime you flip over... Oh, I've taken a hit, but as you'll see, there's some lenience in this game. That hit doesn't really matter too much. So, whenever you flip over the cards, the more cards you flip over without the ball touching the ground, the more points you're going to get, and this becomes very, very valuable later on in the game. In fact, what I'm going to do here is, I just used a bomb. That is something of a special attack, and it clears away as many cards on the screen as it can. It's kind of random whether or not it gets them all or not. You can see that it left one behind. But bombs are actually the best way to score quite a lot, because, you know, you're clearing all these cards, they're still worth the same amount of points. You get through it quickly and you get lots and lots of points. In fact, I just passed 800,000, which is where you get your second extra life. You get an extra life for every 400,000 points you get, and that was unfortunate. I got hit by the boss. So yes, this game does not have a cap on how many extra lives you are allowed to earn in a single playthrough, which is highly unusual for Touhou. But that does basically mean that, you know, you can use those bombs to get lots and lots of points, enough for multiple extra lives. So as long as you know where to bomb and when it's most valuable, and if you can keep the ball in the air, you can just like get all of your extra lives back in one go. And every time you take a hit, you also get a free bomb. So yes, that was the first boss, by the way. That went by rather quickly. That was actually a very fast first boss. It's nice. So, after stage 5, you're allowed to choose one of 2 routes. There is Makai and there is Jigoku. We're gonna go to Jigoku because it's much, much easier. Don't worry though, one of the bosses on the Jigoku route is a nightmare, and I will talk about her when we get there. So as you can see, I just got up to like 25,000 points per card there, and like you get an extra life every 400,000 points, so, you know, do the math, and you can see that it's very easy to collect some extra lives by just playing well, or just by dropping a bunch of bombs. Sometimes, you know, the last card, it can be very much a pain to get, just like the last enemy in Space Invaders or something. And the ball, you know, you kind of have to learn how to control it. And I still haven't really mastered it. Sometimes it goes where I don't want it to. I'm gonna bomb on this stage. That cleared it very, very quickly. And also, you'll notice items coming from the cards. Didn't expect to take a hit there. You can get point items from the cards. These are worth exponentially more and more the more you collect. If you miss one, it goes all the way back to the base value of 1,000. Oh, and a free bomb. Sometimes free bombs come from the cards. I have no idea what determines where the point items and free bombs are. That free bomb is going to come in handy. I could probably just use it to clear these last 2 cards that are way up in the corner. But yeah, I'll just use one. There we go, and I'm probably going to get another extra life to max out my number of lives right here. Yes, I just did. You can have a maximum of 6 extra lives and 5 bombs. And since, you know, again, I'm getting a free bomb every time I take a hit, so I don't have to worry too much. It's okay to go into a boss battle with 0 bombs, because bombs don't actually do any damage to bosses until you are down to your last life. So it's nice to have 6 lives going into this, because you know, by the time I'm down to my last life, I will have the maximum number of bombs and can therefore do quite a bit of damage with just my bombs alone. But I would like to defeat this boss without using any bombs. And it looks like that might just happen if she decides to cooperate. This boss has an attack where she changes her position, and she hasn't really used it. I think I passed the phase where she used it very quickly, so, you know, even though I'm down to 2 extra lives, that's still really good. Oh, almost forgot to split. Well, it did, according to my split, it did take a little longer than normal. Alright, so I'm going to use bombs to clear through all the stages, because there's 4 stages before the next boss, and I have the 3 remaining bombs, so I can just use 1 per stage and I'll be good to go. I would like to have quite a number of extra bombs left, though, because the upcoming boss is a real nightmare. Yeah, that's why they call this place Jigoku, because it's got the most nightmarish boss ever. Jigoku means something I can't say on television. Alright, so you kind of have to, like, this stage in particular can be annoying because you have to get the ball through the little gaps in those bumpers there, and so far this is going okay. If it gets stuck up there, that's actually good because, well, I accidentally got it unstuck. Alright, there we go. That's good. And this stage, this is a good stage for getting lots of extra lives, because as soon as the ball goes through that teleporter and into the top of the screen, ah yes, you can see that I missed a free bomb because I had no idea where it was going to appear. And as unfortunate as that is, I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. Alright, so I very quickly had to bomb as soon as the ball, like, came towards me. Anyways, this is the make or break moment for the run. This boss has an opening attack that is seriously, seriously difficult to deal with. I have to hit her 4 times to get her out of this pattern, and I don't always manage it. As you can see, I kind of missed hitting the ball at her. Anyways, this is just not good. You can see that the ball actually erases bullets, but, you know, there's just so many bullets here on Lunatic that I don't really know what to do. And her hitbox is impossible to find, too. It's actually, like, right there on her face. So, I kind of have to just shoot and hope. And as you can see, my own bullets are actually, like, going into the bullets, too. Your own bullets can erase the enemy bullets, too. But, you know, the problem with that is she shot off so many of them that I couldn't get to the ball either. Oh, that was very lucky, actually. You could see that I earned an extra life just as I was about to get hit, so I actually, you know, that saved me from the game over, which is very nice. I still don't think I'm going to be, like, able to get a 1 credit clear. So yes, as you can see, yeah, talking and concentrating is just not that easy, because that was a very stressful fight, but I got through it. I've got 2 bombs left. Hopefully I should be able to do something with that, like maybe I can get some extra lives in these last couple of stages. Alright, so yeah, I might be able to manage that. Yeah, I did get 1 extra life, so that's good. Something tells me I should maybe try to play this stage without using any bombs, but this is a really... well, that's actually good. I was able to hit the most annoying card ever. It's like right underneath the teleporter. Maybe I can... alright, I have to bomb this now. So yes, I did get 1 of my lives back. And this stage, this is the nightmare stage, by the way. Like, even though this is the easier route, they still have a stage or 2 that is not easy at all. Because you can see what the problem is. The ball is stuck on the right, and I have to get it over to the left in order to have it actually start touching the cards. Oh, I got it over there. No, I didn't get it over there. Or did I get it over there? Yes, I did get it over there. You can see what the trouble with that one is. Oh, I've completely forgotten to split, too. I just noticed. Alright, so that's... I'm just gonna leave it running then. Like, I'll pause it, and then we can see what the time was. I don't think I was going to get a PB or anything anyways. Alright, so this stage, there are enough cards on this stage that you can get pretty much all the way back up to, like, 6 lives if you play it correctly, but that's not happening. I did not play it correctly. You need to keep the ball in the air. Like, by getting it stuck, bouncing around at the top, if you want to, like, collect the maximum value for all of those cards. So, that's not a hit that I wanted to take. We're up to the final boss at any rate. Yeah, I definitely wasn't going to get a PB, and I'm probably going to lose all my lives on this boss as well. We'll see how it goes. Like, it's not a nightmare like the previous boss was, but still. You can start with this little pattern, it's very nice and stuff. Unfortunately, I've lost the pattern, so now I have to get my mojo back, I guess. I don't know what that word means. I'm down to my last life, so this is not looking good. But I've got 3 bombs. That's a pretty big amount of health, but we'll see how it goes. Oh. I didn't think I was going to avoid that attack, so I just had to... The ball keeps going over the hitbox. No! Oh, I thought it was shooting at the bullets. Alright. I'm so sorry, this is not going to be a 1 credit clear. I have brought shame upon myself. You know, as much as I practice this game, it's still, like, it's still a tough one. And so that was a good start to the fight, at least. Yeah, against this boss, if I go into this fight with like 6 lives, then I basically win. I don't really see myself losing at this in a state like this. Okay. These are just, like, impossible to avoid, especially because you can only move left and right. Normally in Touhou Project, you're allowed to move in whatever direction you want, but this game just restricts it to left and right, for obvious reasons, of course. Alright, so, yeah, with only 5 health segments left, and I have got 5 bombs. This is pretty much over. Just go mad. Become a mad bomber. Yes, be like that other character from Touhou. Alright, so that was under, like, 12-ish minutes. I'm just going to, just gonna stop right there. So yes, that was Touhou 1. We're gonna get the bad ending. In order to, get the good ending, you have to complete the game with no continues. Unfortunately, I did not manage that. So, you know, still, sub 12 minutes, that's kind of okay for a Touhou beginner, am I right? Or at least I like to think so. Anyways, that's Touhou 1, and hopefully, you know, when the marathon comes around, I will actually do a lot better. But hey, you know, I did my best, and I'm still gonna keep practicing, because I really like this game, and I want to play it some more. So, hopefully I will be at the marathon for at least one of the games I've submitted for. So, I'll see you then, everybody. Bad ending 2. Try to no continue. Yes, I will try to no continue. I have gotten 1 credit clears before, but unfortunately not this time. So, see ya, everybody.